What is going on, Eagle Star? Welcome to the stream. We got a good one tonight. Guys, welcome into Monday Night Meltdown. My voice is a little jacked up, but we are going to try to get through this. Tonight, that title belt right there is on the line. And that one right there. It is going to be called the Undisputed Universal World Championship. Anybody from TSW, AEW, WWE can come in and challenge for the title. Whoever holds the title belt will defend that title belt on those shows. And everybody has agreed that that belt will be defended on the TSW World Wrestling television programming. So, Vengeance going to make his debut tonight, going up against Dragonov, facing off for the TSW Light Heavyweight Championship. I know, Kyle, you will be wrestling tonight too, defending your brand new TV championship. Next week, Monday through Friday, I will not even be in the same state as my PlayStation, so there will be no streaming going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What's going on, Sub-Zero? Welcome to the stream. The answer to your question tonight is no. So, we're going to try to get a Monday Night Wrestling in now. We're going to get and hopefully a Thursday Night Wrestling in next Saturday-ish, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see. I don't know if we can make it happen, but we're going to try. So, that is why we're doing it tonight. Another change to our format is on Monday nights, the TV title will be on the line. On Thursday nights, the women's television title will be on the line. They will not be on the line 2 times a week. One apiece. 1 and 1. I think that'll work out better. And it also allows other people to go after those titles.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from Camelot, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Dragon Headhunter, Vincent.
So, Vengeance, the Dragon Headhunter, don't know what that's about. And on the back of his trunks there, it says Dragon Slayer, even though we can't see the dragon part. So, is that playing into something tonight? Don't know, but I do know he is going after Dragonov's light heavyweight title. Guys, also, GC Rock has got a 24-hour charity stream going on. Make sure you go check that out. He is in the final 4 hours of that stream. I held off for as long as I could, but I've got things to do in about 2.5 hours, so we had to get this thing going. Dragonov now, too, coming out in brand new digs. Briefly ran on that game. The game crashed way too much.
From the Stone Age, weighing in at 232 pounds, he is the Light Heavyweight Champion, the Dragon
Matter of fact, I spent over $100 on WWE 2K20 to go then spend over $100 3 days later, or about a week later. It wasn't 3 days, but about a week later on 2K19 because the game kept crashing. Every time I would try to run Universe mode and stream, the game would crash. So it didn't work out very well for me. They did everything they wanted to do to try to fix it. So yeah, that's why I always ran on 2K19 until this game came out. This game still has a few things where it's crashed a couple times, but it's okay. What do you guys think about Dragonov's new attire coming down to the ring? Still has the dragon shimmy though. So TSW light heavyweight title on the line tonight. Vengeance making his debut, going up for the title. Look at the two dragons on his pants too. Pretty cool looking. Yeah, 2K19, the servers are down, but I think they still left them up for all the community creation stuff because like I said, I was playing it until I bought this game. Thank you. Old Dragonov. Couple new tattoos even since the last time we saw him. All dragons, much like Simba's tattoos, all lions. Now, it's been a minute since Dragonov has defended this title, so will be interesting to see how this goes. But Dragonov doesn't look like he's taken too kind to Vengeance having Dragon Slayer on the back of his britches, so Dragonov getting after it and getting after it quick. You never want to use the community creation, like the ones that they give you as a default in the game. They're terrible. Not one of these tattoos are from that. Yeah, you want to get them off the community creations. You know, other people that have uploaded the pictures. And you can go into uploaded images, like look at the images that they've uploaded and find them there too. Guys, I am sorry about my voice. We are going to try to work through it though. Vengeance now getting things turned back around. Well, we thought he was getting things turned back around, but apparently not. Now, Dragonov showing you why he is our 2022 King of the Ring winner. Thought about letting it fly off that rope to change his mind. Change his mind, gonna let it fly off this rope. And it works. Cross body off the top of the rope. What is that move? Vengeance just jumped from the mat to the top rope, but not in the corner, and then off that top rope landed it, but he was going to need to do something to try to get this turned around. Dragonov has been firmly in control this entire time. Dragonov, though, did not see that coming. And now Vengeance taking control here. Now you know it and I know it, but you can't win the title on the outside. So he has got to find a way to get him back inside that ring. And I told you I was going to do it. Tonight, this title belt right here is on the line. It'll be called the Undisputed Universal World Championship. Anybody from the WWE, anybody from AEW will be able, anybody in wrestling, any independent, any indie person, everybody, that will be the world champion across the board. Now, at first, Vince McMahon didn't want any part of it, so everybody agreed that that title belt will be defended in TSW arenas, not in AEW arenas, and not in WWE arenas. But everybody will come here to fight for the title. So tonight, we're going to have a fatal four-way for that title with Cody Rhodes, Darby Allin, John Cena, our own commissioner, is going to be the one bringing the title belt out. No, you do not have the night off, Rowdy. And TotesMcGotes going for the title. Now, Rowdy or GC Rock might have been going for the title, but, and I don't do this, GC Rock has announced before this show he is cashing in that Money in the Bank briefcase. So, win or lose, that briefcase will be gone tonight. Did not use it the way he used it before, but if you do remember the last time he used it, he won the title from Boom. So, world title wasn't going to be on the line tonight. Our main event was going to be for that title belt, but now the main event is the Money in the Bank title defense. And oh wow, Vengeance almost came back and won that light heavyweight title. Won that light heavyweight title from Dragonov. Now Dragonov trying to get things turned back around. And here comes the Dragon Elbow, catches him in the ear on the way down. 1, 2, 3, and you could tell the look on Vengeance's face when Dragonov hit him with the Dragon Elbow in the ear. Dang near knocked him out. Vengeance, though, in his debut, not happy. Loses to Dragonov. Might have to take Dragon Slayer off them breeches he's wearing because Dragonov comes away with the victory. One of the few times the TSW television title will be on the line. This is not a three-way elimination match. This is a true triple threat match. Only one pin counts. Kyle putting his title on the line tonight against Angel and Kamikaze Von Doom. And probably one of the few times that the television champion is coming right back to try to get that television title back. So that should be interesting. Sentinel, what's going on? Sentinel, now that he's won the Hunter's title, and anybody who wins the Hunter's title will have a slightly different look. Looks the same in the ring for the most part, but looks a little bit different on the entrance, so should be interesting. But the only way to defend that title is in that 8-way match. 2 out of 3 falls count. That's how you win your Hunter status, your Hunter title, and your Hunter championship. Man, I am telling you, I did not know. I have not talked a whole lot today and didn't realize how raspy my voice was until I hit go and started trying to talk on stream today. So I do apologize. It's going to take a lot of water. Nice, Sentinel.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the Television Championship. Introducing the challenger from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 225 pounds, Angel.
Now, guys, remember, we are making a slight change to how we defend the television titles. The men's title will be defended on Monday nights. The women's title will be defended on Thursday nights. That way, it will open up the field a little bit more to who but a television title will be on the line every time, Monday and Thursday. But when you look at like American Alpha, they weren't going to be able to wrestle because Simba was the television title holder. So as long as he was the title holder, they couldn't have ever wrestled in a tag team. So to kind of fix that up a little bit and add a little bit more variety of matches and have fewer overall title matches every single show.
And introducing the challenger.
That's what we're going to do.
Representing the Doom Brigade from New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, Kobayashi VanDiver.
Now, what is crazy is the computer actually picked this match, and I thought it was so intriguing. I was like, why not let it fly? So it is going to fly, and for the TSW television title, that will be on the line in this match. Kyle, the newly crowned champion, in his very first title defense. And Angel really going probably, I think this would be for his first title belt. So a lot riding on the line here in this match.
And introducing the champion from the fifth dimension, weighing in at 239 pounds, he is the television champion, Big Money Kyle.
Big Money Kyle, too cool for school, won't even put the belt around his waist. Says, look, I'm just going to carry it out like this, and I'm going to hand it over to the ref, and then the ref's going to hand it back to me the same way. I don't know. We have not even created you yet, Sub-Zero. You know, and I'll tell you, Sub, it freaks me out, and this is why we haven't done it, knowing this is how it is so far, to make you, to then what would that create? I don't even want to know. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But Kyle, man, Kyle does look pretty slick. I dig Kyle's outfit. That is one. Totes had a very similar outfit in season 1. Not with the thing, it was with the jacket, but it was very similar patterned. So here we go. True triple threat match. One pin will win it. See, yeah, Angel's like, I got this in the bag. I don't know if you caught that, but Kyle had an eye roll right there. He was like, yeah, whatever, guys. Let's get after it. Now, what's crazy, when you look at the size and you look at Angel and Kyle, they match up really well. They've got like that same blend. There's a little speed and a little power, right? Where Kamikaze Von Doom is speed. Speed kills in his world. So that is why, like, if you're watching this, Kamikaze Von Doom is saying just ahead. I mean, it's gonna take something, but once you get your paws on them, then that changes the game. Oh. Pendulum backbreaker right there. Have not seen that move from too many people. You could feel the impact of that If Sentinel and Rebecca are sitting at home right now, their popcorn bowl just shook a little bit with that big knee right across the jaw. Holy Moses. I felt that in my bones. Now, even though strange mix of some speed and some power, Kyle can still let it go off that top rope. And now the question kind of is, okay, Kamikaze sees Angel getting up. Didn't know if he'd see him, if Angel could sneak in and get him. But see him or not, Angel's letting it fly. Kyle's down on the ground right now on the outside of the ring. And this is how you end up winning. Big shoulder block. Didn't quite go off the way he wanted it to, I would imagine. So he probably took a little bit of damage on that himself. We will see a couple other wrestlers tonight, possibly as well. I think there's at least one other wrestler, and they're not even a real person. But they are in the women's division. We do need to strengthen our women's division up a little bit, and so that is what we have been working on. Eagle's got a slightly different look also. Not his entrance. Well, a little bit on his entrance. Not huge. It's not like game-changing or mind-blowing, but it is a little bit different. It's a couple people. Like I told you, we will tweak as we go along. And that has started already. The other crazy thing is, we've got about 80 wrestlers now. There's only about 20 slots left. And I think maybe 5 of them right now are real wrestlers, like a Cody Rhodes, who isn't in the game, a Singh, who's not in the game, Jeff Jarrett, Chris Jericho types that aren't in the game. So, but most of them are made very specifically for this. Oh, Angel, big powerbomb on the outside, super kick. He might win it. No, K.V.D. back up. Only gets a 1 count. I would have thought that could have won it right there. And what else is crazy is if you watch Angel, all of Angel's matches, there is 1 or 2 times every single match where you're like, Angel's got this thing won. And that was one of those times. Now K.V.D. rolling on the outside again. Angel with that pendulum backbreaker. Is he going to go for it? Nope. Thought he might have went for the pin while K.V.D.'s down. But here he goes. You take one down and you pass that around. Is he going for the pin this time? He might have it here. 1, 2, and Kyle kicks out on his own. But Angel not resting on his laurels. As soon as he kicked out, saw K.V.D. coming in and got right on top of him. Big punch. But Kyle's there, throws him up. European uppercut. 1. And only a 2 count. Holy Moses, things starting to get a little bit crazier in this ring right now. Man, Kyle has now gone off the top rope. He's gone off the second rope. Don't know if he has a move for the first rope. But if he does, we'll probably be seeing it soon. Oh my goodness graciousness. Owie! Referee not even ready for that. 2, 3, and Kyle retains the TSW television title.
Here is your winner and still television champion, big money, Kyle.
If that wasn't a proven match right there, I don't know what is. Kyle, 2-0 in TSW and retains the television title. That was a great match. At every single point, I thought any one of them could have won it. I thought in the beginning, I'm like, oh, K.V.D's starting to run away with this. And then it looked like Angel was kind of getting things under control. And I'm like, oh, Angel's got this. No problemo. So, funny note, I was just told last night when I was playing with Rowdy on the TSW channel, we were doing some Division 1, that Ghost was way too pale. So we got that fixed. It's kind of, he said we had a Rowdy situation. I was like, man, I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's get that fixed up right now. So, Ghost, slightly different, but the exact same look. Should be interesting. And there's a couple, I think there's one logo kind of added to Eagle Star. You can almost see it on his pants right there. You can just catch the side of it. So it should be interesting. Hopefully we'll be able to see that when he comes in, when he comes down, making his way down to the ring. Eagle not wrestling tonight, but is going to accompany Ghost Rider out to face Sentinel, who is the brand new TSW Hunter champion. And what's kind of cool about that belt, one of our special belts, but there's a few like little things that come along with it. We'll see if you guys can tell what it is. Horsemen making their way down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Four Horsemen. From the Jersey Shore, weighing in at 219 pounds, the Ghost.
Ghost Rider making his way down to the ring. You can kind of see it on his shirt right there. That it will also be, he'll have a different set of pants now in the ring. I think they look better. And it will have that logo, the Bounty Hunter, right across that. So that'll be great. And you should be able to see it a little bit during the match, I'm sure. And now Sentinel with a slightly new look making his way down to the ring as well. Has that big TSW Hunter's Revenge Championship.
And his opponent from Virginia, weighing in at 278 pounds, the Underground Alliance Champion, the Blueprint Big Sinister.
Big Sinister and the Hunters Club. So gets to wear the symbol of the Hunters. That won't ever go away. He will always have the right. Once you win that title belt, you will always have the right to wear the Hunters logo, with or without the belt on. Means you're marked for life. The mark of the Hunter. You still, though, with Sentinel, you're still going to want to bask in his glory. And go ahead and you take all that in. So Sentinel and Ghost are the Four Horsemen getting ready to get it on right now. You might be able to see your pants, Eagle, if you guys get out of the ring. So just keep an eye out for that. That's really the only thing that changed, is your in-ring pants, not when you're making your way down to the ring. But I think they look pretty cool. It almost is a little Ghostish-esque also, like his entrance attire. So So that'll be good. Look at Sentinel, man. Sentinel on top of it right now. Wins the Hunter title, and now taking that to heart. Ghost trying to fight out of it. Ghost, too, got a new tattoo on his back. He went down to the tattoo artist. Thought Sentinel might have saw that coming, did not. What is going on, Xbox Cat? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm not opposed to maybe having somebody like that. We have a few that border on that. Matter of fact, Cat type like. So yeah, that's there. There is some really cool face paint. There's actually some cool like lion-esque, cat-esque type face paint. Haven't used it on anybody. I think it's very extreme, so I don't know. Sentinel has Ghost up, using those ropes. Thought he might have used those ropes, but Ghost kind of fell out too far, I think, for Sentinel to jump off of him. Now it's almost like a figure 4, like a figure 7.5. Not quite an 8, but maybe a 7.5, and then pounds them into the ground. And I wasn't counting because I thought it was too early, but as it turns out, it is not too early. Sentinel almost has this match won. Picks him up. Big power bomb, and that might do it right there. Rolls up that leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Ghost kicks out again. And now has him in the submission hold, but Ghost fights out of it. 2 knees right to the mask. And whips Sentinel out of the ring. Says he's got to maybe take a second. Regroup, and now Ghost making his way out. But Sentinel's like, no, we're not doing it out here. Oh, Ghost reverses it back around. Big back suplex right there. Ghost stays in control. Thought Sentinel might have kind of had it reversed around, but didn't. Missile drop kick takes him to the outside, falls down. I don't know, Xbox Cat. I think that's a lot of assumptions on your part. And now Sentinel getting it going. Wrench it on that leg and on that ankle. So that's a lot of pressure right there on the knee and on the ankle. Lets him go to maintain control. Whoa, Ghost stops it. And another suplex reversal. Thought he might have been trying to go for the pin, but I'm telling you what, Sentinel, every time he slams him, Sentinel is getting right back up. Probably quicker than Ghost anticipates. Now Ghost going to them horseman tactics there. Little choking. And a big elbow. Goes for the pin. 1. And only a 1 count. But you guys know how I feel about nonchalant pins. I don't care who it is. If Ghost would have did that to me, I'd have the same reaction. Love it. I want to see that pin work one of these times. And here we go in the figure 7.5 with a, he's just going to go ahead and put a dot on that one. Little exclamation mark right at the end of that sentence. Rolls him up. 1, 2, and kicks out again at 2.5. And only a 2 count, guys. I am sorry, Miss McGotes on the phone. Sorry about that, guys. When Miss McGotes calls, you got to answer that phone. Sentinel goes, rolls up, Ghost. 1, 2, 3. And Mrs. McGotes takes up just in time for us to call the 3 count. Sentinel, since winning that Hunter belt, is wrestling on another level. He is on level 2. We're all only on level 1. Ghost has always been a very good sport about this, even though I'm not always buying into it. You look at Ghost's eyes, I'm shocked. He looks freaky. Freaky deaky. But Sentinel winning the match. And look at that match. That is one of our highest rated matches ever. 4 stars. What a great match that was. Now, here's some other guys we haven't got to see in a little while. Father Time and Mr. Sifter. Thought this would be a great match to see. And Father Time kind of getting back into the swing of things, which will be good. So... Xbox Cat, don't know how old you are, but you got to let some of these guys go. Let it go. You got to let it go. As you get older, you will find it doesn't really matter what other people think of you. It just doesn't. I know. Like sometimes you think it does, but it just doesn't. The end of the day, what's it matter? At the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. It hurt. It's hurtful, right? But let it go. Like I don't care what a lot of other people's opinions are that I don't know. Their opinions just don't matter to me. So they're like, "Oh, you're terrible," and I'm like, doesn't matter. Their opinion holds 0 value in my life.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, making his way to the ring. From the land of the rising sun, weighing in at 228 pounds, Daddy T.
Oh, Daddy T, Father Time making his way down to the ring. I kind of love it. Kind of love his new look. From season 1 now to season 2. Looks very cool. And I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of other older folks in the chat that would probably tell you the same thing. Like, look, I'm 46. There's a couple people in here that are 50. There's some other people in their 40s. That's cool. Then you know, too. You're in your 40s. Doesn't matter what the other people think. This doesn't. You be you, and you be the best version of you that you can be. And you come in here, you're welcome in here. But when you come in here, relax. We're in here to have a good time. Nobody's going to bully anybody, except for in the ring. Now in the ring, we gotta let it fly a little bit. You know what I mean? But afterwards, we can all shake hands. Good competition. I'm telling you what, though. You look at Dragonov's entrance and you look at Father Time's entrance. I'm digging them. And now the hostess with the mostest.
Madness from the edge of reality, weighing in at 186 pounds, Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sifter making his way down to the ring, clown paint and all, getting ready to try to get it turned back around where he hasn't won very many matches, but I just have a feeling he's going to have a breakout here before we even know it. That's cool. Sentinel 62 next month, man. Hats off to you. My grandpa, when I was a little kid, told me, he goes, getting old ain't for sissies. And I didn't know what he meant. And then I turned 38, right? And I had my first, old moment. My first thing happened where I was like, wait, what was that? And now as I move on every single year, it's like compounding on itself. Like there's just more and more and more and more. And now I know what he was talking about when he said that. You got to be tough to be old, I'm just telling you now. Look at that move. That's a move we have not got to see in TSW that I can remember. Jumped off the top rope. Wow, flying butt buster. That's what we're going to call that. Or maybe it was just something, right? Or maybe it was just the way Father Time did it. I don't know. Father Time is another one in TSW. Me, Father Time, TJ, Strudel, Teddy. One Shot. Mr. Sifter. SC Jumpman. There's a few more. We're all on the same raid team together. Way back in the day, right? A couple years ago. Most people don't know Totes can raid. Dang. The clown getting jiggy with it, but at the expense of Father Time's head. And I don't think either of these guys really care what that ref's doing in there. Doesn't care if he's counting or not counting. Father Time gives him the old backbreaker. Spins it down there just a little bit, and then it's like, get off me. Ow! Man, that is some serious stuff. I would not be either. I will say this. My wife's age is closer to Eagle Stars than to mine. That is very true. I have a similar saying when people say things. I'll tell you guys a story. Non-wrestling related. I'm not even going to tell you where I was at when it happened, but I pull into a parking lot, and I was told to not go to this store at nighttime because it's a dangerous place. And I'm like, they don't know Totes. Totes is also a dangerous place. But, so I go, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I park over in a certain part of the parking lot, kind of away from most of the cars. I was the only truck that was over there. I pull in. There is these mangrove trees, which probably gives away where I was at. I mean, at least what state. Mangrove trees that were out in that part of the thing. I go inside, no problem. Everybody's very helpful. I'm like, man, I think they got this wrong. This seems like a very nice part of town. As I'm walking out to my truck is like maybe 10 feet from me, and out pops a guy with a knife out of the mangrove trees. Now, the guy, to be fair, wasn't holding the knife right at all. He was holding the knife like this in his hand. Not like this, right? So he's holding the knife like this, and he says, give me your wallet. And I said, why did you bring a knife to a gunfight? And he goes, what? And he goes to take off. I said, whoa, stop. But the gun's in my truck. I don't even have it on me. You can come back and take my wallet with holding the knife. And he kind of stops and he looks at me and he's like, what? I said, well, you're holding that thing all wrong, so I was just going to take your knife. I'm not even going to get my gun. I'll just take what you're using. Guy took off running. And Father Time wins the match, 1, 2, 3. While TotesMcGotes is telling the crazy story, Father Time didn't care about Totes' story and went ahead and won the match.
Daddy T.
Now, to be fair, the gun was, I did have a gun in my truck, but I also had a gun on me. I wasn't going to use it because I've had a guy pull a knife on me before, and I just take and use his knife. Now, that knife would have been the other way. That would have been something else. And then I would have been like, dang. Yeah, Rebecca's got to be in her 30s. Can't be older than that. And speaking of the Rebeccas, Rebecca is going to be putting her TSW Women's Light Heavyweight Championship on the line tonight against Victoria VanDiver, making her debut now in TSW Wrestling. Now, we might have remembered Denise Demers, completely made-up wrestler. I got to a point where I was like, man, I don't like how Denise's character is going, so she retired. And Victoria VanDiver is born. So now, nobody I know, nobody in TSW, it's the fictitious characters, but Victoria VanDiver going to be going up tonight against Rebecca for the TSW, the newly designed TSW Women's Lightweight Championship. Should be a good match. However, I've never even seen Victoria wrestle, so she better be ready to strap it on. That's all I'll say.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from Pangea, Vivacious Victoria VanDiver.
Now, what's crazy is this was almost the look of Witcher. Once Witcher gave me her input, her look ends up changing. But this was almost Witcher's look, just the entrance look. We were going to have the hat, and we were going to have kind of the half cape thing that she had going on. Not the rest of it, but that part of it. So interesting looking character. I always liked that like half cape thing that she had on. I wanted to make sure that at least somebody got to wear it. I can't wait, too, tonight to put this title on the line. I'm telling you, if TotesMcGotes wins it, I'm going to just carry it the whole time. You'll see it the whole stream just sitting on my shoulder.
And introducing
Look
the
at that title belt.
From Virginia, she is the Women's Light Heavyweight Champion, Rebecca Dawn.
Love this title belt. Love it. Never, like, I think there was a way to make it 19, but I didn't think it would look that cool. And when I made it and then saw it on, and then you couple that title belt with Rebecca's entrance, it's like perfect. Rowdy, though, and GC Rock. GC Rock is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase tonight. And the TSW World title will be the main event. It was going to be this belt. And guys, I do not control when that happens. but when it happens, I let it fly. So this should be interesting. I do not even know what her style is going to be. But we do know Rebecca's style. And that's laying the smack it down. So Victoria in her debut, we're going to see if she's ready to strap it on. So it looks like, oh, dang. I was going to say, it looks like Victoria's got a little bit of the height advantage. But I don't think she's got the muscle advantage. And there it is, helicopter, 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 and down goes Victoria. And Becky working on those arms. Goes after it again. Victoria falls for it again and goes right on back down. So goes up to the second rope, though Becky sees it coming. She thinks better about it, but it's already too late. Becky knew that was coming. And stays working on those arms. Drives the knee, what looks like into Becky's shoulder. And crazy kind of set of kicks. I wouldn't have seen where those were even coming from either. And I don't think she sees it coming. She doesn't. Becky gets in quick and starts putting the feet to the side of her head. She laid the boots upside her head. She laid the boots upside her head. Say what? That's right. And now look at Becky, ever the team player, stretching out Victoria's hamstring, making sure she is ready for this match. And drops a big bomb off the top rope, right on the top of Victoria. Thought she might have gone for the pin there. Does not. Instead, takes Victoria up to the top rope. Thought it might have been a Frankensteiner, but it wasn't. DDT off the top rope. Becky pauses to let that sink into the crowd. Now rolls up the leg. 2. And I thought that was going to be it right there. Crowd did 2. Crowd said 3. Victoria tried to get it turned back around, but has got to be very dazed after receiving a DDT off the top rope. What is what was that? Goes right back up to that top rope, trying to call her shot like Babe Ruth. And jumps to nowhere. Becky now, though, takes advantage, puts her back in the corner. And another face smashing type maneuver with the bulldog off that rope. Becky says, I know how to jump switch ropes too. And misses the second time. Oh, that is a big heel. And Becky might actually be the right distance for this to land this time. And she does it. I don't even know what you would call that. Brings her up, choke slams her down, goes to roll her up, but Becky in the rope. I think Becky took her ponytail and threw that up into the ropes. Gets the rope break though, and where is this going? Right back down. Right back down is where it's going. Goes to hit her with the left. Becky catches it though. Misses again. Helicopter maneuver, and Becky has won with that maneuver towards the end of a match. But Victoria getting back up. Becky catches her. DDTs her again. Now off the top rope. And lands kind of weird. Now Becky's setting up for it. And a Becky bomb, nail in the coffin, rolls her up. This has got to be it. 2. Oh! Even Becky's like, ref, that is way too slow. You got to count that, ref. You got to count it. But stays on the offense, takes her back up to the top rope, and I think it's going to be the avalanche DDT off the top rope, and that has got to do it, but she is not going for the pin. Hits her again off the top rope. And what is she doing now? Calling for her to get up. Now laying the boots. Now DDTs again. I don't even know how Victoria's still conscious, but now stands up. And it is all over now, but the crying Becky bomb, nail in the coffin, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Rebecca maintains and retains the TSW Light Heavyweight Championship.
Here's your winner, and still Women's Light Heavyweight Champion, Rebecca Dawn.
Now what's crazy is technically Rebecca or Becky is the only one to ever win that title belt, that version of the title belt. Now, there's been other light heavyweight title holders, not since it's been newly redesigned. And part of the reason why I don't want 2 television titles defended every single time is because I want other title belts to be defended, like the light heavyweight championship, like the men's hardcore championship. And when you have that, then you almost have to have titles in every match, and that we don't need that. We don't need titles in every match. Now what's kind of interesting, the 4 Horsemen will be going up. The leader of the 4 Horsemen, Robbo, will be going up against, she's tough, will be going up against the leader of the Legends. So this should be a good match. One-on-one, Robbo. Don't know how many one-on-one matches we've actually got to see Robbo in, or Danny Ladz, but they are going to be one-on-one tonight. Yeah, I think Becky lost the first match she wrestled against Witcher, right? But those are 2 super tough. And after that match, I was like, man, it's going to take like Aussie-type wrestlers, you know what I mean? It's going to be tough. Becky's going to be tough to beat. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time TotesMcGotes goes live.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from New York, weighing in at 219 pounds, the Legend,
Danny Ladz making his way down to the ring right now. No title belts on the line tonight, but there is a lot of pride that's going to be on the line when the leader of the 4 Horsemen steps into the ring with the leader of the Legends. It's funny, man, if I'm looking back at wrestling and it makes Danny's entrance obviously makes me think of this, but Chris Jericho, can you imagine if WCW would have understood what they had? Holy Moses. They kind of got it a little bit, but they did. I don't think they fully understood it.
And his opponent, representing the Four Horsemen, from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 237 pounds, Robbo.
I don't know if I should tell you guys this. Like I did tell you, Simba's face is actually Chris Pratt. That's his skin design. Herbie's actually Negan from The Walking Dead. Do you know who Robbo is? He is a wrestler, and he was a member of the Four Horsemen. But that's what his face scan is. When you change up the hair and you change up the thing, it's harder to tell. Yeah, WCW missed the boat on quite a few of them. They did like just enough to showcase so that other wrestling promotions understood who these guys were, but could have really developed them a lot better. But Robbo, in case you guys are wondering, Robbo is modeled. Rowdy's exactly right. After Chris Benoit. Yep. I found a little more obscure Chris Benoit face scan. That's like really, really early Chris Benoit. Like very young. And went with that. Danny on another level right now. Gets a 2 count. Didn't really think that was going to go the way it did. But I think Robbo's kind of shook right now and didn't quite expect Danny to come out because he hasn't been coming out like this recently. McWayne, what is going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. We did kind of a little redesign on Wayne's outfit, like pretty much the same, a little bit different. Oh, Robbo sees that coming. Danny goes to do kind of a head buster on him. Robbo gets up to 2 knees and takes those. Yeah. And that's why, too, I put a little bit of the face paint on him. Just to kind of break it up a little bit, because it is blatantly obvious without the face paint. And really, really obvious without the hair. Yeah, man, it's one of my favorites of all time. What is going on, brother? Danny and Robbo getting after it. Mini DDT on Robbo. Now big gut buster. Danny takes it up to the second rope. Goes again, lands it this time. Robbo doesn't see it coming. And Danny, I'm telling you, is like trying to go with the speed and violence, but Robbo sees that coming. Reverses it around. DDT, is he going for the pin right here? Might be too early, and it is. But it's not too early to pass out 3 of these. And 3 suplexes back to back to back. And now a big face plant. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And what a turnaround that is. Danny had been controlling that match almost the entire time. Robbo took a lot of the punishment and then turned it around right there at the end. Gets the 3 count. And I think it actually surprised Danny a little bit. I don't think Danny realized that was even coming. Not a lot, brother. Just trying to get in a couple streams. We will not be able to stream Monday through through Friday next week. So wanted to do this, get this in so we can kind of maintain some kind of semblance of a schedule. And guys, this is the last week before TSW Adrenaline, our very next pay-per-view, will be up. That is a good question. What I'm going to do, because I've got all this stuff, like I know, I'm going to calculate the wins and losses, all the individuals and all the tag team wins and losses of the faction. I don't know why I didn't even think about that. That is a great idea. I've got the data for it, but I don't have the answer right now. So, yeah, we'll put that together and figure that out. That'll be cool. So now, Jane has not had a chance to defend the TSW Women's Intercontinental Championship since she has won it, and tonight puts it back on the line against Cheyenne, who is the one who vacated the title, never lost it. So this should be a really, really good match. Remember, Cheyenne and Ozzy are two of the greatest champions, period. Men, women, doesn't matter, in TSW. Just one, and that will be on the line tonight. And I think it'll be our last new title for a while. But that new title is the one that's hanging right here.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the NWO from St. Louis, Missouri, Shy Girl Davis.
Yeah, the big gold belt has now been named the undisputed Universal title, and it will be on the line tonight right before the main event. It was going to be the main event until GC Rock cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase. The undisputed Universal Championship. Yes, they are. Much smaller. 5 women and 5 men make up the NWO now. But this belt will now be defended against anybody in AEW and anybody in WWE and anybody in TSW, and will only be defended on TSW programming. Vince McMahon did not want it on his. Tony Khan didn't want it on his. But they thought it was a good idea. They both agreed to have it defended, and we'll send wrestlers to fight for it. So tonight, John Cena will be the one, our commissioner, bringing out
and introducing
the big gold belt.
Representing the Spitfire Warriors from Concord, California. She is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane.
Jane making her way down to the ring in one of the funnest entrances we have in TSW. But yeah, it'll be on the line tonight against Cody Rhodes of the WWE, John Cena, who is our commissioner, Darby Allin of AEW, and yours truly, TotesMcGotes, because it sits in his room. I'm Frankie Two Fingers, but so yeah, one of the most fun entrances that we've got. But this is going to be a tough match. Cheyenne Davis, we already know, one of the greatest champions. Ozzy, obviously one of the greatest champions. But Jane, where she does strive, is in one-on-one competition. And she's going to have her hands full here tonight. But so is Cheyenne. So it should be a great match between Jane and Cheyenne. And we're getting down to it. I think the very next match might be for the belt. So let's see who gets off to a fast start. And if we're being honest, I think Jane has to get off to the fast start here in this match. She has to establish some kind of control early on if she wants to win it. Now, Shyanne gets up, but way too far away. Jane wisely gets off there. Super kick and spins Shyanne around. And this is the exact start that Jane needs. The exact start that she needs in hopes to defend this title. Now, she's not afraid to let it fly off that top rope. And now delivering right hand. She's got to stay in the offense, but really needs to make sure she paces herself because you don't want to wear out too fast either. And this is going to be quite the match. Now, I will say this. I think the longer this match goes, the more it favors Jane. So that's a good deal. Now, she's hit her with 3 moves off that top rope so far, and then takes her, whips her out of the ring, and then is like, don't tell nobody we just did that. Thought she might have been trying to get set up for something. Shyanne, though, when she got up, Jane was in the ring. When she went to play up to the crowd, Jane was right behind her. So, but Shyanne recovers, gets back into the ring, and now Jane's letting it fly. Kind of the reverse X-Pac, like the reverse X-Factor right there. And now has her by the throat. But Shyanne gets that reverse back around. And a little swinging neck breaker to get that thing going. Jane misses, Shyanne misses, but then Shyanne recovers first, hits her with the missile drop kick. And now it's going to come down to, while Shyanne is the one aggressing, can Jane withstand and get it turned back around? Well, steps out of the way right there, gets this turned back around. And the old coccyx buster. Come on, coccyx, that's funny. Now Jane taking it back up to the top, but again, I think Shyanne ends up, whether advertently or inadvertently, getting out of the way of that top rope maneuver. And here we go. Big DDT. The old last dance with Mary Jane. And a 2.5 count, but this match has gone exactly how she has needed it to go so far. And there it is. This should do it. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And I'm telling you, one-on-one matches, Jane dominates. You know, this is almost like, I wouldn't say a passing of the guard, but that is almost like, even though that was the NWO, welcoming Jane into the mix of great champions. You beat Ozzy, or you beat Shyanne, that's another level. And that's actually some really interesting stuff, because the very next step up for an Intercontinental champion, especially if they have a good run, is a shot at the world title. Now, Jane has had a shot at the world title before against Ozzy, and maybe she wasn't ready. Maybe now she's starting to come into her own, and maybe she's getting ready right now. So that is something we're going to keep our eye on. But here it is for the very first time in a TSW arena. We're going to see the likes of Darby Allin, Cody Rhodes, and even our very own commissioner, John Cena, who is going to carry the title out, the undisputed Universal Championship that will only be defended in TSW arenas, but anybody from outside anywhere, they could be indie wrestlers, it doesn't matter, anybody. And this will be the undisputed Universal Champion of all promotions, of all wrestlers. What is commonly referred to as the BGB, Big Gold Belt. So, super cool, guys. Again, I apologize for my voice. Hopefully we're making it. We can't hit the higher stuff right now because every time we do, you hear it, it's cracks. Kind of crazy. But I'm going to go finish grabbing some water while these guys make their very first debuts into a TSW Wrestling arena.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match and is for the undisputed Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 237 pounds, the All-American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And introducing the challenger, representing the Order from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Reaper.
This should be super interesting. TotesMcGotes, Cody Rhodes, Darby Allin.
Introducing the challenger from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 173 pounds, Darby Allin.
Thought it'd be good to have one good four-way match. The very first time we're putting the title on the line. This isn't going to be something that we fight for every single time, much like the world title. But it should make for some good matches. And now our commissioner with the title belt.
And introducing the champion from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds. He is the undisputed Universal Champion, John Cena!
Yeah, I had to fix a couple things on both of them. didn't think about their entrances, so we will have to get that fixed. Now this is a 4-way elimination match. Winner will walk away with the gold. That's a sharp looking belt though. And that's the belt that hangs right behind, except mine's the original one. It actually doesn't have the WWE on it. So it looks like, yeah, I believe so too. So John Cena, Commissioner Cena, TotesMcGotes, they're going to lock it up first. Darby Allin of AEW and Cody Rhodes of the WWE locking it up. And Totes ducks out of the way and doesn't duck that one, just doesn't move. And somehow, Darby Allin just misses. Totes takes Cena and drops him on the outside of the ring. Not today, Dave. You will be next weekend. It'll be next weekend. We will do the Thursday Night Wrestling. But you did wrestle the last weekend against GC Rock, or the last episode against GC Rock. Now, something that's kind of cool coming up in the main event, because GC Rock is using the Money in the Bank briefcase, we will have another Money in the Bank briefcase soon. Yeah, I am. But then Cena's like, hey, is that enough business? And it's pretty back and forth right now against Darby, too. But Cena splits Totes open. Look at the blood. 1, 2, and Totes kicks out in 2. Holy Moses. I'm telling you, of all the wrestlers in that ring right now, Cena, the most experienced, 15-time WWE World Champion. Totes has to get it turned around soon. And powerbomb Cena right into that side rail. Holy Moses. Totes using every bit of the arena he can to try to gain the advantage on Cena, and he's going to need it. Totes almost looking like a man possessed. Trying to get that win, but Cody Rhodes now firmly in control of Darby Allin. But Darby can take a lot of punishment. Well, so can all these wrestlers. So something we really got to watch for. Totes thought he was going to duck Cena. Instead, Cena grabs him. And big slam on the outside. Totes luckily gets to his feet. Grabs onto the side rail, and Cena just keeps throwing him into it. Cena, big right hand. Cody wrenching on that arm of Allin and then delivers the knees. Totes rolls out of the ring. But look, Cody sees what Cena's doing, and he was like, no, sir. But Cena saw it coming, and oh, that might do it. 1. Oh, only a 1 count, but holy cow. Had Darby Allin been dealing more damage, that would have been it. And Cena, big power bomb, grabs Totes. Totes bleeding even more, somehow ducks the Superman punch by Cody and smashes Cena down to the ground. Darby now back into the ring. And Cody didn't see that coming. Throws Cena out of the ring. Totes goes for the pin. 1. That's right. He can't sign any of our paychecks. Totes beats him up too bad. And now Totes hitting Cena with the extraction. 1, 2, 3.
John Cena has been eliminated.
Cena's out. Now Darby Allin rolling up Cody Rhodes' leg. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. Now this is gone from a fatal 4-way to a triple threat. Totes now locking it up for the first time with either one of these two wrestlers. And a big slam on him. And he's just passing it out. Totes just passing him out right now. Cody trying to get back to his feet. And Totes doesn't see that one coming. And Superman punch onto Darby Allin. Totes thrown in the ring, but decides he's coming back out. Pump handle slam on Cody. And Cody just gave the knee to Darby. Darby now trying to get back up to his feet. Now here's a move that Cody's been doing to Darby all night long. Totes just trying to return the favor. And I'm telling you what, Totes also, like Rowdy said, wearing the crimson mask. A lot of blood coming out of there. And Totes keeps missing. Oh, Darby gets Totes that time. Totes turns it around, whips him into the stairs for his troubles. Totes tries to let it fly. Cody steps to the side, and there's another knee. Right on Totes' scunion. Totes determined to get something in on him, but Cody gets it turned back around. Darby sneaks in the old back door. Frankensteiner. And look, Darby Allin's probably the fastest wrestler right now in the ring. And as he rolls out of the way, it kind of reminds you of that. Totes in right now, probably the strongest. And then Cody probably the most in between. Cody rolls up the leg, 2. And why would Darby do that? It looked like he was going to get a 3 count. Totes did not kick out of that on his own. And Totes, you can tell, he is exhausted now. Darby Allin and Cody getting after it. Don't know if that was a pride thing where Darby's like, no, I'm going to be the only one pinning people from here on out. For some reason, Totes gets in the ring. Shouldn't have. And now Totes gets Frankensteinered, but into a pin. And Totes kicks out in 1, which is shocking because he wasn't going to kick out of Cody Rhodes' deal. So, kind of weird. Totes going to flex it up for the crowd now. It's going to be like, you check out these guns. CGI right there. Totes ain't going to help Darby out, I'm going to tell you right now. So why Totes was doing this little flexing thing, Cody Rhodes straight disrespects him and breaks it up. Totes does not appreciate that. But I don't think Cody cares what Totes appreciated. Throws him back into the ring. And starts delivering some feet. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, brand new addition. Just a couple weeks ago to WWE, now fighting for the undisputed Universal World Championship. Darby sees Totes coming. Totes ducks it. Darby ducks it. And then starts letting it fly on Totes. I'm going to tell you what, Darby's going to do it just right to get beat here before too long. Or maybe not. Went to put him in the backpack, but then didn't. Just kind of weird. Totes picks him up to body slam him. Gets rolled up. Looks like he's in the ropes. Only a 1 count, though. And now Cody letting it fly. Totes breaking that up, which don't know why he did that. Cody's like, look. Looked like he was going to throw him out of the ring, but Totes has other plans. And Darby Allin sweeps the leg Danielson and gets the extraction for his problems. Gets split open, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And now TotesMcGotes and Cody Rhodes one-on-one for the title. But I'm going to tell you what, Cody has been getting the best of Totes all night long. So this is not going to be easy so far. Totes has pinned Darby Allin. He's pinned John Cena, our commissioner. And now he's got to go up against Cody Rhodes. Now, I almost wish Allin could have eliminated Rhodes because Totes has not been having a good night against Cody Rhodes all night long. Can he get that turned around? And Cody taking it to the outside. Oh, Cody Rhodes tackles him, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Cody Rhodes for the WWE takes home the undisputed Universal World title.
Here is your winner and new undisputed Universal Champion, the All-American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes getting after it and getting that belt. Congratulations goes out to him, but we will see Cody Rhodes now at some point come back to defend that title. But now the TSW Universe, the big gold belt is in play. So very excited about that. And now we have come to our main event of the evening. The enforcer of the Four Horsemen and current TSW World Champion, Rowdy, puts the title on the line tonight. Not because he chose to, but because GC Rock is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase, going after that world title. So these guys have squared off. In their very first match, it was a draw. In the second match, Rowdy brought it home, and I mean, he dominated that match. And now GC Rock coming back, and this is almost why I thought GC Rock would take a different approach and wait until the title was on the line against somebody else, just like he did with Boom. Wait till the end of the match and then cash in that briefcase so at least whoever won would be wore out. But he's not doing that. He's doing it straight up. He did it before the card tonight was even set, and now is in the main event.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the corporation from Manchester, England, weighing in at 313 pounds, GC Rock.
Now, the craziest thing about all this, remember, G beat Dave for the TSW Intercontinental title belt. And that's almost why I didn't think he would cash that in. I thought he would kind of enjoy a run as the Intercontinental title holder. But instead, the very next match that he's going to be in, he's cashing in that Money in the Bank briefcase. So either way, we will have to put that briefcase back on the line and allow some people to go after it, because he doesn't get to leave with it. He's only got one shot, like the Eminem song said. You only get one shot. Well, he'll be a double champ for a few days. He will have to vacate the Intercontinental title.
Representing the Four Horsemen from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 308 pounds, he is the World Champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt.
Now, there might not be a lot we know about Rowdy, but the one thing that we know for sure is this is the worst town he has ever been in. That's a fact. Hell yeah, it is. So yeah, anybody, when you're looking at main singles titles, which is our world title, intercontinental title, hardcore title, light heavyweight championship, TV title, those are the 5 main titles. You cannot hold them both. So if he did win this, that vacates the Intercontinental title belt, and then that belt will be on the line again. We'll pick some people and a way to do it, but then that would be on the line for Wednesday. What is crazy is in 22, and we haven't done it yet, you can, though, put both titles on the line at the same time. And if this wouldn't have been a Money in the Bank, this might have been the time we did it. But you can't do it when he cashes in the briefcase. So, for now, the only title on the line tonight is the world title. And I didn't really bring it up, but if you look at the ring, we redesigned the ring a little bit, cut down on the red, moved around some of the stuff to make it a little bit less busy. And now these two guys getting ready to get it on. If they both come down off of the top rope, there could be a chance the arena breaks. That is a lot of muscle in the ring right now. Ain't that the truth? G now got up a lot faster than I think even Rowdy anticipated, and is already faring better than in their last match. In their last match, Rowdy got after it quick and pretty much maintained control throughout. Right now, G looks like he's got a little bit control of this match, so this might be a better match than the second match that these two had. Oh, G put the lime right on Rowdy's coconuts, and now goes to roll him up. Now I'm going to tell you, that pin, I was rooting that somebody could win off that pin. That is a nonchalant pin right there. Looked kind of crazy. Rowdy, though, did not find it as amusing as old Frankie Two Fingers, and now getting things turned back around, takes She, puts She into the corner. And I want somebody to take somebody off the top rope in this match. Oh, did you see? Rowdy gave him the little duck, and then a big slam right there. Takes the arm, DDT. And now Rowdy's starting to get control of this thing. Slowing it down just a little bit, and then dropping them knees. Giving it to him again, showing them this is what a couple knees feel like. Take a few of those, call me in the morning. Rowdy now picking him up. And that's an interesting slam. He takes his arm, puts his arm back around his back, then picks him up. Normal type body slam, but now with that arm. So the impact of that really kind of reaches on your shoulder a little bit. G started to turn it around. Rowdy turns it around again. And really kind of getting to work on that shoulder, it looks like. That's a few different moves now, but back and forth they go. And now the Pebble Buster. Right on Rowdy's head. Will G go for the pin? No, but it typically sets up the Rockopotamus. And G walks him into the corner, throws him back out. And 2.5 counts. Holy Moses. And now G setting up for it. The Rockopotamus. Can Rowdy get out of it? And he does. Reverses it back around. And is he going to Rockopotamus G? No, but a big slam. And now Rowdy's setting up for it. Little Rowdy, Bowdy, gonna roll him up. Rolls up that leg. 1, 2, and my goodness, this is gonna come down not to who makes a mistake, but to who wants it more. Rowdy jumping off that top rope. He took some damage himself when he did that, but G still down. And now getting to work on that leg and kicking him right in the old gut. The old gut stomper. Another big slam. And here he goes again. And that's going to do it. I don't see how G can get up from this. 1, 2, and G kicks out somehow. Rowdy's like, come on, ref. You know that's 3. I'm in the 4 horsemen, but that was at least 3 of them right there. G tried to get this turned back around. Thought he might have been putting him in the Rockopotamus. Does not. Walks him over to that. But Rowdy gets up. Little toe pick to the ground. G avoids getting kicked. And slams Rowdy down right. Big face buster. Went for a submission hold, but rope breaks it up. And now G getting to work on the head. Rowdy reverses that around. What a match we got going on. If I was to tell you there was going to be a world title on the line, and there is, this is what you would be expecting out of this kind of a match. Rowdy going again and just delivering punches in different parts of GC Rock's body. There it is again with that slam. And now Rowdy's going up top. What? Not known for his top rope prowess. Double axe handle on top of G's head. And now gets him up in the old Rowdy recliner. Wrenching back, and G taps out. Rowdy will retain for the Horsemen the TSW Women's title, and he didn't give it up quick either. What is going on, Groening? Welcome to the stream.
Still world champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt.
So I think it's safe to say Rowdy has defended his title multiple times now against GC Rock. Who is going to be the next one to step up to the plate? Is it going to be somebody Rowdy calls out, or is somebody else going to call out Rowdy? Who knows? We will have to see. So congratulations goes out to Rowdy, defends the title again. And guys, we will not have a stream Monday through Friday. But next weekend will be our version of TSW Thursday Night Wrestling. That'll happen next weekend when I am back in town. Guys, love everything you guys have been doing. Really super appreciate it. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, and share the video. Share the video. And head back over to GC Rock's 24-hour charity stream. It should be wrapping up here over the next hour or two, and we will catch you all in the next one. Peace.